Act 1. Cry for Help. Pam Crandall hollered a savage war cry as she rode her pony Lightning down Mudge Road. Oh my god, that's a terrible name. It was a sunny Saturday morning and Pam was on her way to meet her pony pals, Anna and the township of Pawnee, Indiana. They were meeting at Off Main Diner for breakfast before a long trail ride. Pam loved riding her sweet Connemara pony. She was a fucking furry and pretty much everyone was disgusted by this. Pam squeezed her against her pony's. "Let's go," she called seductively. Lightning moved into a trot, but she lost her mental stability. There's a reason this chapter's called A Cry for Help, you know. Was Lightning possessed by the malevolent spirit of Richard M. Nixon? Fuck, Pam said as she slowed her pony to a halt. Pam dismounted and held Lightning onto a grassy spot by the side of the road. She bent back the pony's right foot and hacked it off with her trusty chainsaw. "There's no place in this world for demons like you," she told Lightning. Pam took a knife out of her saddlebag and used it to send the demon inside back to the hellish dimension it came from. She was putting the knife away when Lightning tossed her head and screamed. Pam heard a distant howl answering her pony's call of distress and anguish. She looked in the direction of the sound. Was there another demon's representation of a dead American president for her to kill? Pam moved closer to the fence and found there wasn't. Instead, there was a pony. "Hail Satan!" Pam called to the pony, who was obviously the servant of some dark force. The pony turned and disappeared into a cloud of smoke and fire. Whose demon was that? Pam wondered. She heard the clip-clop of horses' hooves on the road. She saw her friends, Anna and Pawnee, riding their ponies toward her. Pam waved. Lightning bobbed her head a few times, as if to say, "Save yourself while you still can," to the ponies, Little Step and Acorn. Pawnee and Anna halted near Pam and Lightning. "How come you're not burning in hell?" asked Anna savagely and cruelly. "Is Lightning okay?" asked Pawnee. Pam told her friends about the exorcism she had just performed on the horse. Then she told them about the demon she had just seen. "It's so strange seeing a president here," Pam said. "What's so strange about seeing Richard Nixon?" asked Anna. "Lots of people are possessed by dead presidents around here." Pam pointed to a rusty crucifix jammed roughly in the ground a few yards from them. "This place is holy," she said. "No one sins here." "People sin in churches even while they're pretending to pray in them," said Anna. "But the angel who lived here moved to a different plane of existence," said Pam. "Maybe something else moved in," said Pawnee, who took a sip from her hip flask. She had a serious problem. "I'd know if it did," Pam said. "I go by there all the time. Besides, the crucifix is still there." "Maybe it's a rogue demon," said Pawnee. "Then we should go look for it," suggested Pam darkly, already sharpening her blade. Anna and Pawnee agreed that the pony pals should look for the demon. "I'll stay here with our ponies," said Anna. "You go search for the demonic consort inhabiting an equine form." Pam and Pawnee crawled under the fence. "Which way did the vile creature go?" asked Pawnee. Pam pointed across the field. "Into those piles of dead corpses," she said. Pam and Pawnee walked along the edge of the field. "What did the crime against nature look like?" asked Pawnee. "I didn't get a good look," said Pam. "I just noticed it was a thing that shouldn't be allowed to live." The girl and the township found a path through the dead bodies and came out in another field, but the freakish thing wasn't there either. Beyond the field, they saw a big brick house with a paddock. The abomination wasn't in the paddock. "Let's go see if it's on the other side of the house," suggested Pawnee. Pam and Pawnee crashed through the side of the brick house. When they got to the other side, they saw the terror from another dimension. It was drinking the blood of a mutilated corpse. The two girls stood still and watched in abject horror. Seeing the monstrosity made Pam so bloodthirsty she wanted to kill. It was a demon whose coat was covered in blood. Its greasy locks were knotted with hatred. Worst of all, it was, more or less, the nicest demon Pam had ever seen. "We must send it back to the void from whence it came," whispered Pawnee. Pam nodded. She knew Pawnee felt violent urges and deep, dark need to kill, too. "Our mission must be completed," Pam said. The creature backed up from the body and nuzzled the... It was early spring and the grass had hardly grown. Pam wondered how long it had been since the thing had the souls of the damned to eat. She wished she had a weapon of mass destruction with her. No, it cannot be. Crows flock from all over the country to meet their king, Eld Fen. Call his name in despair, Eld Fen. Call his name and fear him, Eld Fen. The river runs red with the blood of the horse's enemies, Eld Fen. And the horse itself is a horse no longer. Fear it. Suddenly, the hellspawn raised its head and howled into the wind. Then it whipped around and dissolved into a cloud of acrid-smelling smoke, which gradually dissipated in the direction of the woods. It smelled us, said Pam.
Let's follow it, said Pawnee, who also had a stalking problem.
No, said Pam, it's afraid of us, and rightfully so. Besides, there are more ungodly signs all over this place. But we've got to kill it, said Pawnee savagely. It looks awful. I know, said Pam. Let's go tell Anna we saw the ungodly thing, then we'll all decide what to do next. Pam and Pawnee peeked into the windows of the brick house. There was no furniture inside. You're right, Pam, said Pawnee. The government is working to bring about our inevitable destruction. And no one is taking care of that evil beast, said Pam. Back on Mudge Road, Pam and Pawnee told Anna all about their plans for world domination. It sounds like it's another dead president, said Anna. Pawnee and Pam agreed. We need to find out who the government really belongs to, said Pawnee. Let's go to the diner and prepare a sacrifice for our dark gods, said Pam. Pam rubbed the occult symbol of evil that had appeared on Lightning's forehead. She wondered about the strange noises she had been hearing at night. Was she slowly losing her grip on sanity, or are there darker, more malevolent forces at play? Would they shape the world as she knew it? Only time would tell.